Hi Gemini, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-April 2025 love reading. Thank you to those of you who have liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works is I look at the past, present, future energies between you and your main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well with some additional insight, and that's where the bridge and the gap dynamic comes into play. As far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel that's the way around your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have Magic. So yeah, this could just be saying that in the past you might have felt like you almost manifested this person. You might have felt like, okay, here's this person I was looking for. They seem to have all the qualities that I've been looking for in another person. And then you might have felt like it just seemed to come out of nowhere to an extent. Even though you've had that vision of that person more than likely for a while. Past energy on their side, we have the Four of Pentacles. So to me, this is saying they were more than likely a little bit closed off in the past, and more than likely because things might have been falling apart in their lives to an extent, so whether it was they were getting out of another relationship or just going through other hardships at the time, like they just had a lot on their plates, and because of that, they probably weren't giving a whole lot to the connection with you in the past. Alright, present energy on your side, we have Innocence. So this is the equivalent of the Fool in traditional tarot. And yeah, and to me this says that ultimately you still just feel really open and willing to take a leap of faith toward this person and the connection. And yeah, could just be saying that even if you did feel that closed off energy from them, you felt like, the feelings you had for them were so pure that you still might have wanted to give to the connection anyway. Even if you felt that they weren't giving much in return. Right, present energy on their side, we have the Four of Swords. So Four of Swords energy points to an energy of healing in general. It's actually a Libra energy too, so this could even be pointing to that Libra full moon that we're about to have. But beyond that, could just be saying, especially if you take the artwork into consideration here, because like I said, for some of you, they might have been going through a bit of a healing process in the past because of some difficulties that they've gone through. So this might even show a way that they might try to get to open up more toward you in a connection. So for example, let's just take the artwork at face value, right? Let's say that they suggest like double dating, right? Because they're not fully comfortable just being in a one-to-one scenario just yet. So that might be their way of trying to open up to the connection a little bit more. All right, future energy on your side, we have Awakening. So this is the equivalent of the Sun in traditional tarot. So I mean, you guys have three major arcana cards on your side, so clearly you do view this as a significant connection for sure. And yeah, Awakening or Sun energy just points to a lightening of the energy and just a purity. Like I said, with the Fool being called Innocence in this deck, that's why I feel more than anything as far as your feelings for this person goes. Alright, future energy on their side, we have the Three of Swords. So definitely some really dramatic energy as far as the artwork goes for this card in particular. But this is also Libra energy, so this Libra full moon that we have might be a pivotal time for you guys with this connection, but this could really go one of two ways that I'm thinking of. One could be this might symbolize them finally letting go of that situation from the past and moving on from it, right? But for others of you, I do have to say there might still be some residual drama with this person from the past that they're still dealing with. And obviously that could cause issues in this connection. So definitely something to watch out for there. We'll see if the oracle cards give us a little more insight as far as what that could be. All right, bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Four of Arrows. So this is actually, again, like we mentioned on their side, they have it in the present, but this is the Libra energy that we were talking about. So yeah, again, like I said, I feel like for a lot of you, right out the gate, when this reading's going up, we're going to be having that Libra full moon, so it seems like there's really going to be some shifts with this connection right away. Of course, that won't be the case for everyone, but it's looking like it's going to play out that way for quite a bit of you. All right, and bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Magician. So yeah, so this could just be saying that they might actually be very crafty, very skillful, right? So funny enough, you have magic or the Magician in the past on your side, right? So we're seeing some duplicate cards here: Four of Arrows, Four of Swords, Magic, Magician. But more than anything with this, I feel like this is saying that, maybe maybe their whole thing was they might have concealed that there was another person in the picture. So again, like I said, the Oracle cards are going to help clear that up there, I think. But that's what I see with that. And moving on to those Oracle cards, first we'll see what you get from the Messages of Love Oracle card deck. So I'm going to give this a few shuffles. All right, and what I'm going to do is I'll actually just cut the deck and pull a card. And next I'll do the same thing with the Wisdom Oracle deck, so let me give this a few shuffles. Alright, and same thing here. We'll just, there's our card, easy enough. Let me get this out of the way, and we'll take a look at that Messages of Love card first. Okay, we have Patience. Let's see if I get that to focus a little better. There we go. It says everything will unfold in divine timing. So yeah, at the very least, Patience does sound right, at least from what I was seeing in the past, right? Where, like I said, it seems like this person probably had some stuff falling apart in their lives in the past to where they weren't probably given much to the connection with you. But funny enough, it does seem like he did have that patience, right? Like I said, with the innocence, like even if you felt like you weren't getting much back from this person, it seemed like he was still open to giving more. But as far as everything will unfold in divine timing, that might be pointing to this card we see in the future here too, where, like I said, for some of you, this could be them finally letting go of that past situation for good, right, and moving forward with you. And for others, like I said, that might still be some residual drama there. So in that context, I would say unfolding in divine timing would be the revelation of that information to you one way or the other. And from the Wisdom Oracle, we have All That Glitters. There's the artwork, and the number is 16. All right, the relationship message says sometimes we try to become something we're not to impress others. We embellish the story a bit, adding some dramatic elements to make us more appealing. The real person becomes hidden behind the sparkle and shine. Then there are times when we don't see the true value of someone else because he or she may not have the glitz and glamour that seems so desirable. Now is the time to look past the surface, beyond the mask, to the essence of a person. Who that person is, not what he or she has or can give you, is important. See beyond the glitter and look for the inner glow. Use the eyes in your heart. Let go of artifice and let what is authentic shine. So yeah, definitely an interesting message there, because I do have to say, with the All That Glitters message, before reading that message from the book, came to mind to say that, like I said, yeah, for some of you, it might ultimately play out that you might still figure out that they have some drama, residual drama with their ex still going on in the future, and obviously you'd have to figure out what would be best for you in that situation from there. And for others of you, after reading the message from the book in particular, it sounds a little more promising, right? It might just be telling you to try to keep an open mind, but yeah, I mean, honestly, I would say at best it seems a little bit 50-50 from what I'm seeing. But hopefully that resonated for you guys. We'll wrap up there, and we'll see you all next month. All right, bye.